the XRP price is finally breaking above this last blue line resistance, which is a parallel resistance. I informed my Discord group members before, and now we're having a potential retest on the W pattern, which if it breaks this neckline, price targets will be around 85 cents and above for the XRP price. So also guys, I'm going to be showing you more details about my XRP midterm trade, which is right now in good profits right here. So I'm gonna keep showing you more details about the trade in today's XRP and Bitcoin technical analysis YouTube video, guys. Stay tuned in today's XRP price video, and also not only XRP, we're going to be talking about also the Bitcoin price and what to expect next for the Bitcoin price also. So stay tuned, guys. I have a different chart I'm going to show you guys quickly here for the XRP price here. So this is a more clean chart here. So in summary, this summarizes what I want to explain anyway. So I saw this important trend line. This will be like the final trend line here. Like the one I showed you before, which was like this. And then follow through. This will be the last one so far, because we have the resistance with that. We got another resistance, multiple resistances, and then gets rejected. That's another confirmation on why it got rejected on the neckline right here. So the XRP price had double resistance right here. So it's very interesting. So we have here the W pattern, which tried to break out like this, but got rejected not only on the neckline, but on the massive blue line, on the light blue line resistance. So now we're seeing a pullback, retest those levels I mentioned before. And so still this is on consolidation. So this is very interesting because here, when it finally breaks above that blue line and also on that neckline, that would be massive, just like it did kind of before. So I'm gonna show you guys quickly. So resistance, resistance, resistance again here. This was multiple resistance there. And then when it break above there, I remember saying to you guys that wait until that once the XRP price can break above this white line, which is this one, and then the red line, you can expect more continuation to the upside very drastically. And we got that movement exactly to the neckline. So that is a very similar scenario which I'm expecting, but this one is on the final one, like wick to wick resistance, literally. So we have this resistance, second resistance, 3 more resistances. Now when it breaks above this blue line and also above this white line, that would be a massive move. Like this same move, I would expect that the same to come, but completing this massive target right here on the W pattern, the double bottom pattern also. Hi guys, and welcome to Crypto Solutions, here to help you make the best decisions in cryptocurrency and in cryptocurrency technical analysis. In today's XRP technical analysis YouTube video, guys, I'm going to show you guys here a clip right now of me saying this on one of my Discord videos I have published before it happened there. So let's see here guys. Guys, leave a like, comment, and share this YouTube video with your friends. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel Crypto Solutions if you haven't subscribed yet, guys. I really appreciate it, guys. And now let's get started with the video, guys. Beautiful. So we saw that it came exactly as predicted and expected. It came exactly as expected and predicted. So here, guys, okay, so I told you guys here, this is a very important blue line resistance. Why? Because this will be to the wicks right here. This line, this white line, I use the weekly body candle closes here. But in this one, the blue line, I use the wicks. And it is very beautiful because, in summary, just to put it in a summarized way here on the long term, so we are seeing here a huge funny wedge, resistance, support, resistance, 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 support, support, and then break above that white line, and exactly it pumped to the upside. But not only that, we have another wick to wick, which would be the last resistance in the parallel side. And we have here, we can also say the same here. We have the resistance, support, support, resistance, and then support, support, break above that blue line, which happened here. And so the price target on the long term, it would be around $1.90. Remember, guys, if the XRP price was in this pattern for around 2 years, then it's gonna take almost around, it will take around 2 years for this to complete the target eventually. So that's how you must take this when you're using high time frame patterns. And also, guys, if you want to see this as a descending broadening wedge, this is also looks like it, which is this support, the resistance, no wait, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, and support, support, and it broke above here also, okay? And you can also look at the same also. If you're using the blue line, you can look at this also anyways as the descending broadening wedge, okay? So, guys, here on the blue line, we are seeing here, I'm gonna delete this just a second, boom. And so here, guys, we saw here immediate resistance on this blue line. So we are seeing here, we got the resistance, 1, 2, 3 rejections on the weekly. That's too much, and eventually you have a pullback. That was another reason why that pullback happened, because it got rejected around 3 times in the weekly time frame. So usually when you're having strong resistance, usually you would like to break that, let's say 1 to 2 weeks. If you take longer than that, usually you will see a harsh rejection. And the same goes to the support. If you're having strong support, and eventually it will have to break down. It really depends on where you're looking at the time frame and different things like that. If it doesn't break down, then you're gonna see a strong bounce like it happened here. So yeah, in summary, here the blue line, we broke above here, which is beautiful, and it's around this. Look at this, boom, 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 rejection, come back to retest the support, exactly as I said that would happen if the XRP price loses this support right here. Then I said expect a retest on this, 41 cents, happened there, beautiful, boom, support, immediate bounce, and then break above that blue line, which is a very good also sign right there. And also, guys, if we go into the daily, the XRP price here, it's beautiful because here you can see the blue lines again. Here you can see in the daily, boom, you got a fake out, daily body candle close above that blue line, and then the next one, boom, fake out to the downside, rejection again, come back here, rejection, 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 daily body candle close above that blue line, then fake out to the downside, pull back, and here, boom, daily body candle close above that, and a second one, the second daily body candle close above, and that's a bullish sign. So we're most likely going to close a weekly body candle close above that blue line, okay? To be conservative, this can also retest this blue line again, because you have a massive resistance, a multi-year resistance. So that's why this can eventually, potentially, retest this blue line, which would be around 47 cents, 48 cents potentially, okay? Either it is going to do it now, or keep going to the upside, completing the price targets, and then coming back one more time here and retest those levels one more time. But here, how can we determine if the XRP price is gonna go higher here? So I'm gonna show you guys quickly here. So in summary, we also saw here like a descending wedge here. We have the resistance, support, resistance, 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 support, support, support. And here, very obvious and clear resistance right here. We have our resistance, 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 so many resistances right there. And then daily body candle close above that white line. And then we see that option. And not only that, but it closed also breaking above that blue line. And that's why we're seeing that continuous option right there, okay? If you want to look at this using this Fibonacci retracements, these numbers here, it would be from this top to this low. We're seeing here pullback, rejection here on the 0.32 Fibonacci retracement, support, break, then head higher to the golden pockets. And now, this is very important. Now, this 51 cents, this golden pocket, this yellow lines, this has to hold supports, unless if it doesn't, then this can be a dead cat bounce scenario. And we don't want that at this moment. Or we don't want that. So here, guys, if you need help in the cryptocurrency market, had any questions, investing in short-term, mid-term, and long-term, I have an elite VIP crypto investor membership, which I cover 2 to 3 times per week. Technical analysis on various cryptocurrencies. It can be Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Chainlink. It can be HETS, it can be Binance, it can be Quant, ISO 222 tokens, it can be IOTA, XLM, etc. And I also post it's like a signals kind of thing, but it's more towards me showing you what I'm doing in this case, which is trading in the short term and mid term. I put on trading opportunities, which I'm going to show you right now, which are right here when you're seeing the midterm personal trading opportunities. Like this, I update you guys on my trading opportunities and when I'm looking to buy or take profits or sell. Also, when I'm doing dollar cost averaging, I also notify when I'm buying and selling which specific cryptocurrencies. This is not financial advice. But this can be used as educational, investigation, and also entertainment. So, and also, if you have any specific questions about if this cryptocurrency is good, what about this one? Will it be in the future? What will be the most likely outcomes? Things like that. I can definitely help you with that. I also take into consideration the total solar eclipses, the total lunar eclipses, the Shemitah cycles, and other very, very important indicators which I personally use to determine near bottoms and near tops in the bear markets and bull markets for the Bitcoin price. So yeah, if you need help, you can definitely click in the Patreon link in the description below. Patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and that's how it works usually. Like I have the $50 per month in this case crypto portfolio investment review, but that will be just one payment, so it will not be a per month basis. It will be just one verification. So if you're interested, you can definitely click on my Patreon link in the description below, Crypto Solutions. It will be patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and I will see you guys there. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will help you as much as possible. I will see you right now there, guys. We're seeing here this golden pocket must hold support, and not only that, we broke above this previous support, which is support here, and then broke down resistance, pull back, break above, and now that can also be retested potentially, also that 48 cents. But in summary, it's very important right now for the XRP price to hold above this 0.618 Fibonacci trace and the 0.65 Fibonacci trace, and that would be in between 51 cents and also 51 cents. So it's in between this range, okay? So you see right here, that would be in between that 0.51, 0.58 cents and the 0.51642 cents, to be very specific, okay? If we see this may happen and this can still be bullish. We see a pullback like this, as long as it stays usually mostly above the 0.5, that will be a very good sign, okay? Because this can do this, then pull back, and then do the next move, okay? So right now, it's very important if the XRP price were to pull back, let's say here, this has to, the last support to hold as a very important support levels for this to not be a potential dead cat bounce scenario. This has to stay above this 46 cents. That's almost 47 cents around there on the 0.382 Fibonacci retracements. So staying above this will be very important, okay? So if we see 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes below this red line, that's very bearish, I would say, and then we will most likely retest this levels one more time and very, very high likely dead cat bounce scenario, okay? So in summary here, bullish continuation to the upside will be closing 2 to 4 daily body candle closes above this 0.786 Fibonacci retracement, above this 54 cents. That will indicate a very high likely scenario for this to continue going higher. And the very bullish thing about that, not only because of the Fibonacci tracing strategy, but this will confirm that W pattern that I have been mentioning for months now. I would say around 1 to 2 months now. And so that will confirm the target for this huge W pattern in between that 85 cents and that's $1.09. Okay? Because those targets are using this W pattern, but using the linear scale and the log scale. Those are, in summary, those are different ways you can look at the price. Right now, in the settings I have for my charts are in the logarithmic scale, log scale. If we put this in a regular, it will look like this. It's a little different. But in summary, those will be the targets. And so, also, mentioned here in my Discord group about this being the target that has been already been met, which is around here. Boom. This will be a target, and it happened. We got above that target, and on the Discord group we made here. If they traded this, let's see here. If you were to trade this, then it would be around in 14% so far. Usually I take profits before the target, so that's why. And on the log scale, linear scale, this will be also almost the same target anyways. So the technical target would be around that 54-55 cents range. Okay, so it has met the target, so it happened exactly as expected and predicted there. So, and here we're gonna see here quickly for the RSI, okay, to see if we have bearish divergences right here. Okay, interesting. So, oof. Okay, so this is not looking a little bit good because in the daily time frame, we're seeing here higher highs, and then on the RSI, we're seeing lower highs. That's not good. That's forming a bearish divergence on the daily time frame. And if this gets confirmed, if the XRP price, right now, the XRP price, in other words, has to very soon start pumping to the upside, or this is most likely going to confirm that bearish divergence, which means that we're almost gonna see with almost a guaranteed pullback. Okay, and if the bearish divergence is confirmed, then yeah, that 48 cents is on the play, literally, because also on the horizontal strategy, also outlook, this would make a lot of sense also, because this was support. So support, breakdown, confirmation of the resistance, come back even more here, break above, and then retest. That will make a lot of sense also. But so far, in the immediate short term, this has to keep pumping to the upside very soon, or we're gonna see a bearish divergence, which in summary, pullback. Okay, but that doesn't mean that this can't continue going lower. In summary, this is level by level. Okay, the supports, let's say if this level does not hold support, then the net support again will be around 48 cents. Okay, and if that doesn't hold, then the net support will be around, using the blue line with previous resistance, which is now turning into support, that will be around 47 cents. And if that doesn't hold, then the net support will be 46 cents, almost 47 cents. So it will be between this range as strong support. Because of this range also, many resistances here, pullback, resistance, and then boom, and just something like that potentially. So far, in summary, and the immediate resistance here on the top would be around 54 cents. Okay, and very clear right here also resistance. Not only that, but we have a macro resistance also here also. So that's why that would be the very important level. Okay, so in summary, that's what I'm seeing so far for the XRP price in the short term. And okay, I'm gonna delete this line so we can make more space here. One, and I would delete that one also here. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, guys, in the monthly, let's see here, something very bullish happened also here. I saw it's very beautiful because on the monthly, I remember seeing the price like this, and it was potentially going to invalidate the huge W pattern. And I mentioned also that on my previous XRP price video, or the it was the previous one before that one, that since this is a monthly W pattern, it is very hard to invalidate that. Usually, it's almost like guarantee that's gonna happen, especially when it's a double bottom. Okay, so in summary, I said that the neckline can be on that on this monthly body candle closes around here, which will be on that 47 cents. And it's very interesting because we saw here, this is still a W pattern in play. We have boom, retest. Yes, it went lower to the wicks, but on the monthly body candle closes, it is still within that W pattern. Okay, this was like a fake out, bear trap, and then recovery right there. And this is very bullish. Why? Because again, we saw a huge wick, and in the same month recovered. Literally, the XRP price went from 46 cents all the way up to around 48 cents, pull back all the way down around 41 cents, retesting these levels one more time, rebounding, and now closing. Wow. Then heading to 52 cents. Man. 50, no, heading to 53 cents and closing a monthly body candle close on 51 cents. That's very good. That's very bullish, guys. Not only that, the monthly, look at this, the monthly here, the blue line, resistance here. We have monthly rejection 1, 2, and now we closed a monthly body candle close above that blue line. That's very bullish, guys. It's a monthly bullish close to the upside. That's very bullish for the XRP price. So, and again, I'm gonna show you guys my XRP trade here, guys. Okay, guys, so here, this is my XRP trade. I keep dollar cost averaging here on my trade here. So this is my actual my actual trade right now. So I'm seeing here 14% gains here. Realize here liquidation price 70 cents and 70 cents. My price targets for this trade will be $1. I put this trade mostly on 42 to 44 cents, and then I in the average entry I keep adding up, adding more and more, and so right now my entry price is around that 47 cents range. So, and quickly, guys, here, guys, you can see that I keep adding here. Look at this on my keep adding here on my XRP trades. I update that on my Discord group also. There also, so you can see like that. And also here, I keep adding because I know it's gonna get there eventually, very soon. That's what I'm trading, guys. This is my Discord group. We share the patterns. Also, we share the different trading opportunities in the short term, mid term, and long term. Also, when I'm buying and selling like this, these are my buying entries and things like that on the long term. Also here, also, guys, here my trading and also technical analysis during the week. I usually post more frequently here in my Discord group, 2 to 3 times per week, usually most of the times. And here I update you more consistently on Bitcoin, XRP, can be Theta, TFIL, and more cryptocurrencies like the persistence token in a more daily more in a consistent basis. So in summary, we have the top indicators, bottom indicators. I found some deep research on how to determine, even with more accuracy, the Bitcoin tops and bottoms, which is so wow. It's insanely accurate, and I almost no one, I would say so far I haven't seen no one determine like the almost with exact like the amount of accuracy. It's between days on multiple Bitcoin cycles, the strategy I have been using and I discovered, and I share that all of that in my Discord group. So I really, you will be very impressed in how accurate that is. And I don't say that like
loosely. I believe and I know, and you can see the evidence there. It's like mind blowing. It's very great. So you can join my Discord group. This is not financial advice. I share this information for, yeah, research purposes and for adding more knowledge to your arsenal in the overall cryptocurrency market, because we are sharing here information that most people do not know and are not aware. Not even the famous crypto YouTube channels, and almost no one, literally, I would say that. Yeah, guys. So here, guys, on my XRP trade, here we're on profit, 14%. Oh, so beautiful. So here, yeah, I'm still expecting more continuation for the upside for the XRP price. My targets is on that time frame, and yeah, also those are the levels. Macro Fibonacci traces on those golden pockets are no joke. That those are very huge resistances to be taken very seriously, and that's why you have to be aware of it also. So let's go to the Bitcoin price, guys. Okay, guys, so here for the Bitcoin price, I'm gonna keep it very summarized here. As I said before, here we have the huge funny wedge support here. Support, resistance, support, break above, confirmation of support, second confirmation of support, and then follow through. Price target is the previous all-time high for the Bitcoin price. Remember, this is a multi-year pattern, so this is going to take a multi-year time frame for this to eventually get to the target, okay? In summary, higher lows, higher highs, okay? So we are breaking that downtrend. We have the lower highs until here, higher highs here, lower highs here. We saw the lower lows here also, but we are also breaking up that, higher lows, higher highs. We are in the midterm uptrend right now, okay? In long term, we have always been in the long term. In summary, the Bitcoin price just keeps going higher. In summary, here, guys, also another very bullish pattern here is the inverse head and shoulders here that broke above here, and yes, this is around, yeah, this is a year pattern, so this will take a year to almost a year to play out. So right here, guys, this the target for this inverse head and shoulders using the linear scale and the log scale targets, it's between that $35,000 and that $41,000. And usually huge patterns in the long time frames so far almost guaranteed do not get invalidated most of the time. Usually almost with a guarantee it completes those targets, okay? That's what I have mostly seen. It's not impossible for them to get invalidated. I'm just saying the chances of the Bitcoin price completing the targets are far much above than not doing it in most of the times. Let's say out of 10 times the price cannot complete the target, let's say 2 times, but 8 times it can. So you see what I mean there? It's probabilities, okay? So that's why it's not guaranteed, but probabilities usually function very well when you're having enough data and also 80 to 90% success rate. It's, in other words, almost guaranteed. So, and that's why you have profitable traders. If that wasn't that way, then almost no one would be making money. At least on the 1 to 2% people who make money trading this on a daily basis, not even those people can make money if the probabilities were not in place. And I have seen traders, which I'm learning from them on the scalping side, because I'm very interested on learning on a daily basis, because I can trade this in the midterm, long term, but I also want to dominate that daily to daily play, which is, yeah, it's viable. You can do it, but I'm learning about it. So, and I know that from where I'm learning it, I know it works. I have been with the group and it's very consistent in summary, but I just want to tell you about my experience with that. But yeah, so here, guys, okay, so a quick thing here, guys. So this dotted lines, these are the CPR pivot points. This is something very technically integrated in the Bitcoin price for some reason. In summary, when we see these blue dots, that means a new month has started, and it did. So usually, almost with a guarantee, this is like a free trade per month, I would say, if you use this indicator. If the Bitcoin price starts below, when the Bitcoin price starts below those blue lines or above those blue lines, usually, most of the times, almost with a guarantee, the Bitcoin price will first retest those blue lines, and then it will decide if it wants to go down or up. If the Bitcoin price doesn't touch right now those blue lines and just, let's say, it decides to pull back, you will see eventually out of nowhere pull back, a pump to retest those blue lines and then decide if it wants to go down or up. And if the Bitcoin price stays above those blue lines, and let's say it doesn't touch those blue lines before it pumps, then it's going to eventually dump out of nowhere to retest those blue lines again. Because of something technically on the Bitcoin price, for some reason, that tends to keep happening, okay? We can use a great example right here, guys. Here was the blue lines, and then we saw a pullback out of nowhere, pump, touching those blue lines, and then then it started going to the downside. And here on this one, this blue lines right here, you see here, you saw that the Bitcoin price stay above those blue lines. It pumped, and out of nowhere, pull back, perfect retest both times of those blue lines, and then it pumped. So that's why, guys, those blue lines are very important, okay? You have to be aware of that, okay? Okay? So most likely, with almost a guarantee, those blue lines are gonna get retested. So I can right now put a trade right now if I want to. I can make quick percent. It would be a $400 move. That's a great move to make a trade. That would be very good. And yeah, guys, I want to share that, guys, and let's keep going here, guys. In the daily time frame for the Bitcoin price here, guys. So here, around $26,256. That will be the target on this double top right here, okay? And again, pull back, rejection on the golden pocket, pull back, rejection on the golden pocket, and then losing that 0.382 Fibonacci tracing. It's not good. This can also end up being a dead cat bounce, which is a lower low than this one. So even again, the technicals are stating that it has more downturn. So it is stating here $26,255. But for that to happen, it has to first lose this support, this red line, this 0.382 Fibonacci tracing on the $27,386 right there. And then the net support will be here on the $26,702 around there. And if that doesn't hold, then that's going to complete this, what we have seen so far. So in summary, guys, we have this asymmetrical triangle that can be also seen as a head and shoulders right here. So the bearish target for both asymmetrical triangle and the head and shoulders is all the way down, using the linear scale and the log scale here, around $24,000 and around that $23,680 right there. So I mentioned also here that if the Bitcoin price, the last support would be this one, okay, around this $26,701. And I told you guys, if it breaks down on this support, which is support, resistance, support, resistance, if it breaks below that, then the last support, if it breaks down, would be this one here, $27,000, okay? And here we held support. And not only that, guys, I added this on but this was on my Discord group videos because it's been around 2 weeks since I haven't published on my public YouTube channel here. So here, guys, I said on my Discord group that the last resistance after this one, it will be on the, and when I mean last support, I mean last support before retesting the inverse head and shoulders line, which is around here, around this $25,238, around this support. That's what I mean by that. So we have the break of this support, and then I said this was the last support. I said that on my previous Bitcoin technical analysis YouTube video, which is my last Bitcoin video I made and published. And I said also, I added that if this breaks support, then the last support will be using the weekly time frame 200 simple moving average support. But that's that support on the 200 simple moving average. I said that I added that before this happened, before this breakdown on my Discord group, which I'm gonna put a video right now showing you guys what I mean by that. In this case, so immediate support also. Let's say that the support on this Y line, which is around 26,700, and yeah, if this support gets broken, which is around $26,697 gets broken as support, and also let's say in the worst case scenario right here, this 200 simple moving average, which is support around 27, which is support around $26,107. If that doesn't hold support, then you can see a wick or follow through in a very clear way to this neckline of the inverse head and shoulders right here. Okay, so that would be around support around $25,271 right there. Okay, here guys, exactly like I yeah, expected and predicted here. I said if we break this line, this support, then retesting this pink line, which is the 200 simple moving average in a weekly time frame. That's very bullish. Okay, that will be held as support, and it happened. Support, and then support again, and follow through. So that's very beautiful, guys. Very beautiful. So that's why I said if this support gets broken, then you're gonna see that retest around that $25,275. Okay, so far this is rebounding and doing a very beautiful thing over here. So in summary, I'm gonna keep going here. Let's see, I'm gonna turn off the moving averages quickly here and go into the daily here. Okay guys, okay, so here guys, this was looking like a W pattern, because the reason this bounced like this was because of the bullish divergence. Okay, the bullish divergence here. So here, if we look at this like this, put the RSI like this, if we see here, this wick is this on the RSI is this range, and here we had a higher low here. We also have a higher low here on the RSI, but the reason this is a bullish divergence is because if you count the daily body candle close, it was here, and the daily body candle close here is lower, but in the RSI we're seeing a higher high, higher low here, higher low. That's still a bullish divergence because this usually counts most of the times the daily body candle closes, like the closes on the on the candle itself. It can be any time frame so far, but yeah, here guys, that's why this bounced like this. Okay, and let's see here guys, and also okay, so let's see here. So we had the dead cat bounce, pullback, rejection on the golden pocket, pullback, rejection on the golden pocket, rejection here, but immediately try to retest and go above here again, rejected again on the golden pocket, and then closing below that 0.223 sets Fibonacci tracings 2 times, because it happened 1 time here, but this was a fake out. This time it was a clear break above, a clear break below there, and follow through. So that means we are going to delete that Fibonacci trace in here, and delete this lines over here. Come on. Okay, just a moment here. Boom, and here, and beautiful. So this line over here, I added that not on video. Yes, on my Discord group. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so here guys, it looked like this completed this was a double bottom here, broke above the neckline and completed most of the target here, and then pulled back, came back like this. So that double bottom has been completed so far. I'm gonna delete that, okay, just a moment here, because I want to make more space for this to be more clear. And yes, I'm gonna extend this line also like this. Boom. So beautiful. Okay, just a moment here. I'm gonna delete that line, and beautiful. Okay, so this is very interesting because here we're having the breakdown after the asymmetrical triangle right here and the head and shoulders. Breakdown, confirmation of resistance, and then try to follow through, but there was enough. But because of the bullish divergence, this took the Bitcoin price to this neckline, to the not neckline, the line over here. So we have the resistance here, resistance here. Got rejected 3 times over here and then pull back. So yeah, so far, if the Bitcoin price can break above this white line right now, that will be breaking above today above $28,050, and in the following days that can be around that that will be breaking above $27,880 around those ranges. Okay, and if that happens, let's say 224 daily body candle closes above this white line, then we can expect a quotation to the upside right here for the Bitcoin price reaching in between that linear scale target and that log scale target in between that $31,832 and that $32,250 right there. Okay, and yeah, I would expect also a retest on this blue line, which is the 0.5 Fibonacci tracing on the locked on the Bitcoin price. That would be here. That would be retesting $32,697. Okay, and from there, if the Bitcoin price wants to continue going higher, then the Bitcoin price has to close 2 to 4 weekly body candle closes above this macro Fibonacci tracing for then to most likely retest this golden pocket. That would be around that. It would be on the 0.618 Fibonacci tracing and 0.65 Fibonacci tracing around that $39,024 and that $40,941. In between, yeah, again, like in confluence with the inverse head and shoulders in the midterm here, and that will complete the targets around that $35,000 and that $41,000. And yes, the very bullish scenario, which I'm not gonna say it's impossible because it has happened already 2 times in the past without fail so far. But if the Bitcoin price were to replicate the same movements as the previous 2 cycles, then this should go all the way up to around this 0.786 Fibonacci tracing around $50,200. On my perspective, on my opinion, that's not going to happen most likely, but technically it can. Percentage wise, it's a very high likely. Well, if you use the previous 2 cycles, percentage wise, it's a very high certainty. But if you consider the market cap, or to be very conservative, if you want to be very conservative, then you can expect in between these ranges, in between that $32,697 to all the way up around that $40,941. And what will trigger this continuation to the upside on this 0.786 Fibonacci trace? And that will indicate the Bitcoin price also closing above this yellow lines, both yellow lines, 2 to 4 weekly body candle closes on each one, or both if it were to be both at the same time. Okay, so but the last resistance to get above here, the 0.786 Fibonacci trace, and that will be closing 2 to 4 weekly body candle closes above this golden pocket, on above the 0.65 Fibonacci trace and above that $40,941, above $40,941, and that will create a higher high here. Okay, it would be something like this and come back, but because of the Shemitah time, I'm expecting more for that not to happen because of the time frame. Okay, because it is very unlikely for the Bitcoin price to do something like this. I mean, man, that would be insane if that were to happen. But I'm being very conservative. That's not most likely going to happen, in my opinion. But technically, it has a high chance so far. It has happened in the previous two cycles. After we see a bottom, Bitcoin price likes to retest that 0.76 Fibonacci tracing and then come back. But man, the market has to turn very bullish. Like, let's say the US has to print, like, let's say $2 to $4 trillion, let's in less than a year or less than 2 years for something like that to happen. That's not the only the factor that dependent on that, but that would be a catalyst for that, I would say. Okay, so yeah, guys, and if the Bitcoin price wants to break down, then closing 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes below this $26,706, that would be a continuation to the downside. And not only that, but this has to close below this 200 simple moving average. Right now, guys, once a Bitcoin price stays above that pink line, that 200 simple moving average in the weekly time frame, the Bitcoin price tends to not go below that until the next cycle. That's how bullish this is getting. This has gotten, literally. So I would say if the Bitcoin price can close I would say 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes below this pink line, this 200 super moving average in a weekly time frame, that would indicate that would be below this $26,343. Then a retest of the inverse head and shoulders neckline will be retested around that 25,242. Okay, and immediate short-term very bullish price action will be closing above that, and in confluence also with this white line. And like separately, if we close a weekly 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes above that yellow line, above that $28,000, that would be, oh my gosh, I would be very, very bullish, guys. See, yeah. In summary, guys, this is still consolidation, and those are the price targets and the supports and the resistances that's going to happen if either scenario were to happen. Okay, in summary, I already told you guys, if we break the important resistances like this one over here, 2 to 4 daily body candle closes above that would be very bullish, continuation to the upside. If we break 2 to 4 daily body candle closes below this white line, this $26,709, and also closing. Also, you can look at the you either it's gonna be on the daily or the weekly. That's why you have to be aware of both. Okay, so on the weekly, closing 2 to 4 weekly closing 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes below that 200 simple moving average in the weekly time frame would be bearish, and that would be retesting again the neckline here. And yeah, in summary, the very, very strong supports will be staying above that 200 simple moving average in a weekly time frame, and also staying above this inverse head and shoulders neckline. Okay, that would be above the $25,253, and also above the 26,000 and so $26,363. Okay, if it breaks down both supports, then the net support will be on the $24,320 level. Why? Because of the weekly body candle closes around here. We saw 1 2 and then 1 2. That would be the net support. We have we have wicks, and then also 2 weekly body candle closes here, resistance, and then 2 weekly body candle closes out here. Okay, so those will be very strong supports. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing so far for the Bitcoin price, guys. And also, if you enjoyed this YouTube video, guys, thank you so much for watching this YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. If you enjoyed this YouTube video, guys, leave a like, comment, and share this YouTube video with your friends. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Crypto Solutions, if you have subscribed yet, guys. And also, guys, click the bell notifications to stay ahead in the cryptocurrency market using my Bitcoin and other technical analysis my other altcoin technical analysis YouTube video, guys. And also, guys,
if you need help in the cryptocurrency market, had any questions, investing in short-term, mid-term, and long-term, I have an elite VIP crypto investor membership, which I cover 2 to 3 times per week. Technical analysis on various cryptocurrencies. It can be Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Chainlink. It can be HETS, it can be Binance, it can be Quant, ISO 222 tokens, it can be IOTA, XLM, etc. And I also post it's like a signals kind of thing, but it's more towards me showing you what I'm doing in this case, which is trading in the short term and mid term. I put on trading opportunities, which I'm going to show you right now, which are right here when you're seeing the midterm personal trading opportunities. Like this, I update you guys on my trading opportunities and when I'm looking to buy or take profits or sell. Also, when I'm doing dollar cost averaging, I also notify when I'm buying and selling which specific cryptocurrencies. This is not financial advice. But this can be used as educational investigation and also entertainment. So, and also, if you have any specific questions about how if this cryptocurrency is good, what about this one? Will it be in the future? What will be the most likely outcomes? Things like that. I can definitely help you with that. I also take into consideration the total solar eclipses, the total lunar eclipses, the Shemitah cycles, and other very, very important indicators which I personally use to determine near bottoms and near tops in the bear markets and bull markets for the Bitcoin price. So yeah, if you need help, you can definitely click in the Patreon link in the description below, patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and that's how it works usually. Like I have the $50 per month in this case crypto portfolio investment review, but that will be just one payment, so it will not be a per month basis. It will be just one verification. So if you're interested, you can definitely click on my Patreon link in the description below, Crypto Solutions. It will be patreon.com/crypto solutions, and I will see you guys there. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will help you as much as possible. I will see you right now there, guys. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. Have a nice day, guys. Take care, guys, and peace out, guys.